Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kentucky Garden Gal. This is Nancy. This afternoon we're going to do a little walk around my garden, and I'll show you the fall interests that I have. Happen to be up on the front porch, and look at the little girl with the bird that I found at the thrift store last week. I found the perfect place for that. And then I had been wanting, my camera just got wonky. Let me tighten that up. I had been wanting to do a fairy garden out of a suitcase, so I have got that done, and I'm so pleased with how it turned out. And I forgot to turn the lights on for you. Let's see if we can get that done. Look how cute. Isn't that so cute? And I actually got the lights in a seed swap. My name was pulled out of a raffle, so thank you to Amy Watts for that, and I just had a perfect place to use those leaves, so I was really happy about that. But let's walk on around and see what else we can find. A whole lot hasn't changed up here. Look how beautiful the sedum is this time of year. Isn't that just gorgeous? That is such an easy plant to grow, and it just has a lot of interest through many, many months of the summer. And then this is what it looks like in the fall. Haven't really done anything to the gazebo, but I am excited because I have a runner on my first climbing row. See the little runner right there? That means that it is it's going to start climbing. I just have to put it up on the post. So as you can see, this is exactly what I'm sure everybody's garden looks like this time of year. The hostas are finished. They can be cut back. The daylilies can also be cut back. This coneflower, all of this can be cut back. It's just a preference of when you want to do it. And for me, it usually turns out to when I have the time. That's really what I focus on. And I've done just a little decorating by that door that goes into my guest room. And I am expecting my family from East Tennessee for my niece's wedding in just a few weeks, so I'm super excited about that and trying to get a lot of things done in the yard and around the house. But we'll walk up on the back deck and show you how everything is doing. I'm still watering these plants. You can see it has like the creeping Jenny, the tansy, that will die back. Of course, the sweet potato vine will die. But I'm taking cuttings from everything. Every day I come out and I spend just a little time. I'm still watering. I've got a hose over here on this hydrangea. But every day I come out and I take cuttings, I divide plants. This is such a wonderful, wonderful time to work in your garden. I got to show you something funny before I forget. But this is a wonderful time to come out and collect your seeds, take cuttings, divide your plants. So Cameron loves to scare me. What he likes to do is he likes to creep up on me in the house and scare me. So I put this big spider, this is right by the back door, I put this big spider there hoping that it would scare Cameron. Well, I forgot it was there and it scared me. And then when Cameron came out, I was like, Cameron, look! And he just started laughing. So you can't scare that boy. But let's talk just a little bit about this moonflower. This has been a plant that we have highly enjoyed this year. And I know it's toxic to children and pets, so you do have to be careful. But I wanted to show you the seed pods and how interesting those are. Aren't those amazing? And then those dry, when you hear them rattle, they're ready to collect. And there's generally 3 to 4 seeds in each one of these pods, and I have quite a few that look like they've matured. If I need to cut them off, I can, but I'm letting them stay on the vine just as long as I can to try to develop. I don't see any hard frost in the next 10 days, so that'll just give them that much more time to grow and develop. So this is just looking out into the backyard, and what I wanted to show you, I finally got a project done. As you can see, I have already covered my pool, but this is something that has been bugging me for a long time. That building right there was kind of an off-white, but it's metal, so it had a lot of rust on it. And I got out this week and I got that building painted, and I'm telling you what, I just feel so much better about everything. But as you can see, I'm still coming out and cutting zinnias. Now they're not growing as big, as they would in the summer, but I do still have them, and they are still providing me, they're still pretty, with plenty of color. And like I said, they're just not as big, but it's still fun to have them. So I have those. I have these right here. There's a pretty one. Isn't that pretty? But yeah, I finally got this building painted. I've got to paint the roof. So that's the next thing that I want to do. But I wanted to show you that I have been bringing some things into the greenhouse. So my tender house plants I've already taken in the house, and that is my Christmas cactuses and my night blooming cereus. So those are in the house. I really don't like for them to be out past 55 at night. So those are in the house. Now these are the plants that I'm going to put in the greenhouse. This is just a tiny 6x6 greenhouse, not much space in here. But you know what? It works perfectly for my needs. I've had it for a long time, and like I said, it's just one of those pretty cheap ones from Harbor Freight. But what I do put in here are some plants that I want to winter over. I'm also coming out and cutting hydrangeas to dry, and then I've got some tansy over there. But what is so cute, I have my own spider. Isn't that neat? Isn't that so neat? It's been so fun watching her. I assume it's a her. And then in the spring, I have enough room saved that I can come out and start seeds. So, yeah, this is just a little greenhouse that I have that if you get more than myself in here, it's going to be a little crowded. But that's my little greenhouse. And I still have a tomato plant. Look at that. That tomato is just gangbusters, still growing. In fact, I'm going to dig it up and attempt to keep it. I think I can keep it to at least Christmas in the greenhouse. So I have a pot ready for that. And we'll go check on the chickens and see how they're doing. As a lot of you know, I had a terrible predator problem this year, and at one point all of my chickens were killed. So I finally have got my flock back up and growing, and I actually got my first egg yesterday. So I'm just real tickled with these girls, and they're enjoying a watermelon, which they love. So that's the girls. The bunnies are all snug in their cages. I have them separated because I thought at one point I might want to raise rabbits, and I've just decided that 2 rabbits for me is plenty enough for the rabbit poo, and then I've just fallen in love with them. And I'm actually going to have, this is the boy over here, he's laying up there, I'm going to have him neutered. See, he doesn't like that idea. I think he knows what it means. I don't know. But anyways, we're going to get him neutered and Lucy spayed at the same time. So the plan for next year is to take this little part. This was a playhouse for my children. So I have, over the years, I've just kind of, added these raised beds. And by the way, look at this sage. Isn't that gorgeous? I just think that is so pretty. But next year, my plan is to take this and turn it into a bunny hutch. So they'll have this part, and then they'll have down below where they can, run around and actually play in grass, and that'll give them just all kinds of room to, to run around and be bunnies and live a happy life. So that's one of the projects that we're going to do next year. Another project, and I'll go ahead and show you that it's when Colton has time, but I want these chickens to have an actual run. So we're taking this entire space back here. I'm not sure what this area would be, but we're building a run for the chickens to be able to come out here and have a place so they're not cooped up. I guess we know where that term comes from. So those are the two projects. And then the other project is, I'll show you when we go back around the house. But there's 3 things that I'm going to try to get done outside for next year. So most of you know that last Saturday we got a call from the local garden club that said we can come and dig plants at the library, which is a pollinator garden. Now, this fence looks absolutely terrible. I did get the missing boards replaced, but I haven't gotten it painted. I'm hoping to get that done before my company gets here. But the great thing is, I went to the library and I was able to get 13 perennials. This is an aster right here. Look at that, isn't that nice? So I have added 13 perennials back here, and this is also where I put the roses, the pink and the red rose that I had, and then I've got some dogwoods planted there. So this area is really, it looks terrible right now, but to me, like, I see the potential in it. And then over here, I have started a foxglove right there. So beside this hydrangea, we're going to have a hollyhock back there, gladiolas and foxglove, and then this Russian sage. And then, of course, the grasses are so pretty this time of year. What I will do, I won't let these stay up through the winter, because when it gets so windy in the early spring, like late winter, early spring, it just blows the grass everywhere. So I love how it looks right now. It gives some protection for the butterflies that are coming through. I'll leave it, but then I will cut it back before the winter. And then just walking around here, I really haven't done anything to this. All of these banana trees will have to be cut back. So if anybody that is close to me that would like a banana tree, now is the time to come and get them. I will cut them off, maybe leave about 1.5 feet from the ground. And then these are hardy bananas, and they will just winter over. But they have really, I don't know how tall they are. Let's see if we can figure this out. Let me stand back just a little bit. Gosh, I don't know. How tall do y'all think those are? Those are tall. But I promise we're zone 7. They are completely hardy, and all you have to do is come and dig them, and they are yours. I would be happy if I only had like maybe 5, because they multiply so quickly that that would actually be plenty for me. But let me show you again one more project for next year, and then we'll end this video. So this is my little she shed over here, and I want to take, this year I used my carport, and you all, I know this looks like a mess, but you should have seen it most of the summer. What happened was I had a lot of my Christmas decorations stored in the carriage house, which is that building right back there. And we have had such a problem with groundhogs, and they got in the building and they just destroyed everything in there. So I had to drag everything out, clean it, and then repackage it, and I've got it back there in that metal building. But this table that I picked up for free, this little table right here, this has been the best workstation. Right now I'm repairing some things. This was broken, and this was actually given to me when my mother passed away. Her name was Grace, and this is Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. So it had broken, and I'm gluing it back and just some other things, but this has been probably the most enjoyable place for me to work. And I do have a potting bench back in the back, but what I'm going to do is put a roof on this building here. It is, I think it's a 10 by 20. So my dad put the deck on for me. Colton is going to put a roof on. We're going to screen it in, and then I will be able to move this little stainless table over to here, and then that's where I'll stand there and do my work. And you know, it's winter time. I'm trying to get the vehicles back under the carport, but I'll tell you what, we have just really enjoyed that little table, and it was free. Somebody was giving it away in Portland. They were it was a realtor, and they were cleaning out a house. So anyways, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I don't do a whole lot of decorating for fall. You know, this is just sort of the time when I come out, I am collecting my seeds, I'm taking cuttings, I am filling in areas that maybe I want to do something a little different in. And so, you know, I just have a few decorations that I've had for many years that I put up. But Christmas, I really, really love to decorate for Christmas. That's my fun time to decorate. So, but before that happens, you know, all of this has to be cut back, and hopefully I will get some compost in on everything and let it, you know, just sit there and build up the soil and feed those plants so that next year we have beautiful, strong plants again. So that's the plan, but we'll see how much of it I get done. But thank you all for watching. I hope everyone is having a great week and a great day. And tomorrow's video, I'm not going to be going thrifting, but I'm going to show you all the things that I've thrifted and where I've used them in my house, so you can see a little bit of how I use different things. But I appreciate everyone who watches. I think we have a wonderful community of people who love home and gardens, and I'm just so thankful for every one of you all. So you all have a blessed day.